Hello, everybody. Welcome to our introduction to being a handwriting specialist teacher. And we'd love to know, would you love to have a surefire way to fast track your career to either be a literacy lead, a deputy head, or even move up to becoming a head teacher? Now, if you've been struggling to advance your teaching career, we here at Harwood Education can help you. Because for the last decade, I've been personally training teachers how to improve their pupils' academic results and their school's academic achievements through the delivery of my handwriting skills assessment, which we also call the handwriting match fit assessment. And over the years, I have collected and analyzed the data from thousands of pupils who attend schools here in the United Kingdom, in the UAE, America, South Africa, all over the place. Now I'm at the point where I know exactly what to do to help you advance your career through the delivery and data analysis of the handwriting skills assessment. Now, on our 15-minute call that you're going to book in with us, we're going to get to understand your teaching situation, your main barriers to growth, and we're going to create a plan of action together. And I'm going to hand you over just to say hello to Denise Meissner, who's my business partner in Harwood Education. Hi there, Denise.
Hello, everyone. I'm an occupational therapist. I'm also a mother of a son with autism, and he's almost 21. And over the past few years, he's really been able to express himself and manage his anxiety with handwriting. And so that has really helped him manage COVID, manage not being able to fly to America, all kinds of stressors. So if you are looking for something that is going to not only elevate your career, but also elevate the lives of your pupils, then we really have something special for you. Take it, Mel.
So let's have a look. The first step to seeing how we can help your teaching career is to book a strategy call with myself and Denise, where we are going to discuss how you can benefit from becoming a handwriting specialist teacher. Now, note the words there, handwriting specialist teacher. We don't certify you just by doing our online training, and I'm going to explain why. We are looking for genuine leaders who are serious about fast tracking their careers, because we are here to develop handwriting specialists that are going to go on to do our master's degree and then become doctors of handwriting. So this last year, we have 125 people who are now going to be working towards our master's degree this year. And what we'll be doing this year with yourselves is, this is a unique membership, and we will only accept 200 educators this year. So we're going to answer your burning question. How do you, as a teacher, do a school-wide handwriting assessment when schools may not even be delivering courses in the building, but they are going to be online, either full or part-time? And now that is easy. So if you want to be a genuine leader and not a time waster, then we're going to show you how you can do this as a blending learning teleconference, as a teaching assessment. So let's have a look, just like many of our teachers do. So let's see how we do it. One of our very first developers and trial of this was with an occupational therapist in America. And she does it as a blended learning teleconference, just like many of you are now getting used to doing with the COVID-19 online teaching. We send the assessment booklet to the parent, or you do, and you meet the parents on Zoom or Classroom, Microsoft Teams or Google Classrooms, and on Zoom you share your screen and you play the videos that we've given you of Hannah Jane delivering the instructions. So this is our very own signature peer-to-peer training in which Hannah Jane gently guides your pupils through the process. Now, she was 9 years old then. You then pause at specific points where you need to, as per our training, and you take screenshots of your child or your pupil holding the pencil, and also doing particular items in the assessment booklet. The pupils are in front of you so that you can see exactly what they are doing. And then what you're going to need to do is their mom or their dad or their carer will take a photograph of their pencil grip or their posture. But generally, you become so good at this that you can observe and make notes yourself. It's quite scary. We now have teachers that do this, and they assess newly qualified teachers when they come in the staff room and they say, "Oh, your pencil grip." And I'm saying to the head teachers, "Oh, they mustn't be doing that." But that's what happens. You will be able to look at any writing. You'll be able to observe a student writing, and you know this like the back of your hand. Then when they are done, their mum or their dad or their carer sends screenshots of the assessment booklet over to you so that you can mark it, or they even post it back to you or drop it off at the school. Because you want that booklet so that you can mark it and you can set out the child's personal handwriting strategy, and you're going to add that data to your spreadsheet. Now, it's the spreadsheet that we're all after, because it's that spreadsheet that you then upload onto the school's data tracking software. And we will show you how schools around the world are using that to develop their very own school-wide handwriting strategy. The information that is in this spreadsheet is mind-blowing. There is enough hard data for at least a minimum, possibly even more, up to 600 PhDs. We know it, we've seen it. It was Lou Nelson, she's a head teacher and an Ofsted inspector here in the United Kingdom. She was the one who looked at the handwriting match fit assessment and said, "Oh, look at the data." And we were busy creating the spreadsheet, and she said, "Oh, okay, got that," uploaded it onto her data tracking software, and the rest, as they say, is history. We have schools doing this. We have an amazing handwriting specialist teacher in Derbyshire, Sarah Cooper. She assesses an entire cluster of schools. She puts the data onto their data tracking software, and we can see that as they're developing, we're looking at the raising of attainment, and we can see which children need that one-to-one intervention. Now, because you'll be able to assess every child with a school-wide handwriting strategy, no child is going to leave your school not able to write well. Every child, every child. Because ours is the only proven system that has been developed and tweaked by actual Ofsted inspectors and head teachers in the UK, and used every year in schools so that those schools meet and exceed the Ofsted requirements. There are now schools in the Middle East. They are assessed differently. They are using these assessments that when the inspectors come through, they have the personal handwriting strategy for each child. They have the year group strategy, the class strategy, the school strategy. I mean, you know, the data, the information that it provides, and then the evidence starts, it is going to be an outpouring in your school. We find that when we have schools that start doing these assessments, those walls are full of handwriting. It goes mad. So when we accept you as one of our exclusive members, you receive online and live training. So we insist, it's all well and good for teachers to think, well, we've done the online training. We don't. We have to do live deep dives with you so that we can make sure that you have grasped the proven method and that you can do those assessments, and that you are confident if there are any questions that you may have, you can ask us. It comes directly from the horses' mouths. I mean, I shouldn't really be calling us horses, should I, Denise? But anyway, so now, why do head teachers use our handwriting assessment method? They rely on the data for their strategy, for how to lay their pupils' foundation skills for effortless, efficient, and legible handwriting, because we know that that ultimately leads to improvement in critical skills such as reading, maths, literacy, essay writing, memory, critical thinking, even computational thinking. We are doing research. You may even do that research with us, with your PhD, your master's and your PhD, because that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Denise and I don't believe in hanging on to our knowledge or to ourselves. We want to ensure that there are doctors of handwriting throughout the world, and that you even become professors in this field, because it is fascinating. So we created this to ensure the highest standards. We do not certify you unless you can prove to us that you can do a school-wide handwriting matchment assessment, that you can set out a personal handwriting strategy for each child. Because we want you to be the creme de la creme of teachers, and we really are only accepting those of you that will become genuine global literacy leaders. So that's why we deliver this both online as a self-study, and then we have these live deep dive sessions. Does that, I hope that makes sense to some of you, because some of you are going to go, why? But we've done this, and we have found that when we provide that one-to-one support, those deep dives are imperative. And this is where we have literacy leads coming back to us going, wow, in 30 years, I wish I had this knowledge. Why now? Why has it taken 30 years? And it's when we're going through it together and we look at each other's assessments, because we will be sharing the screen and you'll be saying, what is this one saying? And we can say, that's what you're going to start seeing. And when we do this together, that is when it becomes really, really powerful. Denise, what are your thoughts on that? Am I making sense? I hope I am.
Well, definitely making sense. And what we want you to know is that it is not something we've developed overnight. This is over a decade at least. And it is data driven, it is field tested, battle tested, and data is king. So imagine if you can present, even before Ofsted shows up, that you have already proactively put in place procedures and systems and have already started collecting data and have already started making a child's plan, a school-wide plan, a class plan. You can, shine in the eyes of Ofsted, and that helps you recruit teachers, it helps you retain teachers, it helps you recruit parents who want their pupils to attend your school.
What we found is that it's that job satisfaction. It's how you fast track your career. If you know that you are passionate about being a literacy teacher and you're already teaching handwriting, or you want to know more about it so that you become that lead teacher in your school, we need to ensure that you are the one that is actually ready to actively participate in this exclusive group. So we want you to advance your teaching career. We want you to work as one global team, because we are ensuring that all of our certified handwriting specialist teachers are communicating with each other around the world to share their data so that they get the best research material moving forward when they move and do their master's degree and go and become and do the PhD to be a doctor of handwriting. So it's all about sharing your data so that you have that information and hard evidence. Now, you can even request CPD funding from your school, or you can pay for this for your own personal development if you want to progress from a literacy lead to an SLT and then to a deputy head or even to a head teacher. We have one teacher here in the United Kingdom who started out as an English teacher. She did our training. She moved up to deputy headship, and I know that she's now a head teacher. She's in an SEN school as well. So I say this daily. If you don't have systems in place, you have chaos. So the best way to ensure that you understand, that you can see a child's process. This is not about a test. The handwriting matchfit assessment is not a test. It is an assessment that helps you flag up potential barriers that are blockages that you are going to move out of the way and negate so that those pupils achieve their full potential. Personal, confidence, emotional, it is all there, academic. Those barriers are easy to negate, and we've seen this time and time again with thousands of children. So join us, click on the box to book your call in our calendar, and we can't wait. But the reason we're doing it in this way, folks, you have to make sure that you want to do this. Denise and I are super busy, and this is an exclusive membership and an exclusive opportunity, and we will only be making this available to 200 teachers this year. So once it fills up, that's it. But it's up to you. And we just want motivated, passionate individuals that are as passionate about literacy, teaching, handwriting, taking you to that next step as we are about, you know, taking this around the world. Thank you so very much for joining us. And from me, Melanie Harwood, and from Denise Meissner, we can't wait to join you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye then.
Bye. Thank you.